And good morning and welcome to ANF Plus. I'm Rick Fulbaum. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday. We've made it to the end of another work week and it's been a busy week as we get ready for back to school. We'll have more on that in just a minute, but we have to start with a story about some violence that happened overnight here in Metro Atlanta. I wanted to get you caught up to date on a shooting that has taken place, and here's some of that video from the scene here. A teenager is dead, and 5 other people are in the hospital after this shooting that took place in southeast Atlanta. A massive scene in the street here, told was pronounced dead at the scene, and another male was found with a shoulder wound. So a lot of violence breaking out here in this neighborhood, and police are still trying to piece together exactly what happened. Several blocks away, police found 3 other people with gunshot wounds. They were all taken to the hospital. One of them, we're told, is in critical condition. And then at another scene, a man was found in a sedan with a gunshot wound to the leg. He, too, was taken to Grady. All of these are believed to be related, all of these shootings. As for exactly what happened, what led up to it, why it occurred, again, that is something that police are still trying to figure out. So we'll stay on top of that story today. Another story that we've been talking about over the last several weeks, actually, and there was a bit of a resolution last night, has to do with funding for school resource officers in Barrow County, Georgia. Now, of course, Barrow County was the site of last September's school shooting at Appalachia High School that killed 4 people, 2 teachers, 2 adults. The school board and the county sort of fighting over who was going to pay the salaries for these school resource officers in Barrow County. Let's take a listen to a report right now that will get us caught up. Alani Latang has more on that.
I'm glad our Board of Education has stepped up to the plate, and they're on the side of the community.
The Barrow County school system will soon get a school resource officer at each school, including 2 at the high schools, for a total of 24 officers led by Sheriff Judd Smith.
We're hoping that it will put to rest some of the foolishness that's been going on in our community with politics, as I call it.
In the latest vote from the County Board of Education,
let's just make an agreement permanently that we will pay 100% of the salary and benefits for those 24 deputies starting immediately.
This comes after back and forth with the county commissioners since June about the SRO program funding. Commissioners then voted to pay for only half of 12 salaries for the coming school year. But 2 weeks later, commissioners voted to have just the school system pay for all SROs for the 2026-27 school year. The school system beating them to it now.
That'll be a bit of a sore note for a while.
Yes, we won't forget this. As a community, we won't forget what the Board of Commissioners has done.
The school system says those salaries will cost a total of $2 million. To cover the cost, they voted to roll back their millage rate, plus possibly freezing positions.
We want to try to work this out and move forward and continue to heal.
As we approach a year after the deadly Appalachia High School shooting last September, the community is thankful safety continues to be top of mind for the school system.
Maybe we can ease that burden and that what if to make sure that when you drop that child off on that bus or that front step, that they're going to be okay and then they're going to come home.
I'm Alani Latang, Atlanta News First.
All right, another story. Atlanta Public Schools, Amazon, and the Empty Stocking Fund are teaming up today. They are packing up and delivering school supplies, crews loading up a truck where they're going to send all of these supplies to Agnes Jones Elementary School to drop off these supplies for staff members. You know, typically, teachers have to spend hundreds of dollars out of their own pocket to stock up their classrooms each new school year. So this will be a big help for them, of course. A lot of people are very happy about that. Also, some after-school programs that had lost their funding, money could be coming back. This is federal funding here in Georgia, and this comes after U.S. Senator John Ossoff and other Georgia lawmakers pushed the Trump administration to unfreeze federal funding that supports these programs. According to the senator's office, they are now releasing more than $200 million to return to these programs, and lawmakers say these funds will support Georgia students and parents as they progress through their academic careers. So good news as we get set to start a new school year, which actually already began in Chattooga County here in Metro Atlanta today, the first district in the county to send kids back to school. And the other big story that we're talking about today is sort of a preview. We're trying to give you a heads up of what's coming the beginning of next week. When a lot more kids will be heading back to the classroom. This is, of course, the heat, and Rodney's going to be here in a sec, but the first heat-related death of the year has been confirmed in Texas. The Dallas County Health and Human Services Department says that a man in his 60s with unknown pre-existing medical conditions has died. So officials are urging you to stay hydrated if you're going to be out in the heat. Please take it easy. The National Weather Service says that extreme heat is the #1 cause of weather-related illnesses. And so it's an issue that you're going to want to pay attention to as we take a look at the world's busiest airport. But once again, First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris is here now. And Rodney, you're going to tell us about the heat and really what can happen when it comes to heat inside people's cars.
Yeah, Rick, because that'll be a deal not only for the First Alert weather day that we'll have Monday through Wednesday, but really even like any day of the week. That's a big deal this time of the year. So I want to start by talking about that. What you see here is the actual air temperature, Rick, of 95 degrees. Our high will be 95 on Saturday afternoon. So when the air temperature is 95 degrees, after 10 minutes inside of your car, if there's no AC, you're up to 108. After 20 minutes, 116. After 30 minutes, 124. This is dangerous heat. And this isn't even considering the temperatures at the beginning of next week. So this is another reminder of why it's important not to leave your kids, pets, even your groceries in the car this time of year. Without that AC, it's definitely hot. The other thing I want to talk about, Rick, are the pets. That's also a big deal. So we're going to keep the same air temperature of 95 degrees. When it's 95 outside, when that's what we're reporting to you, that's really taken in the shade. In the grass, it's 105. On concrete, it's 125. On asphalt, it's 140 degrees. Okay, so look at the bottom of your screen there. It only takes about 5 minutes of 120-degree temperatures for you to get paw burns with your pets, which is why this time of year, and especially as we get into the beginning of next week, you don't really want to walk your dogs or your pets unless it's early in the morning or very late at night. But when that temperature hits 95, very quickly you start to develop issues there with your pets when they're walking. So keep those things in mind, even this upcoming weekend. Here's a look at our heat index forecast. This is what it will feel like on your skin temperature-wise, taking you through the next several days. The magic number for the heat index is 105 degrees. Anytime that heat index is 105 or higher, that is considered a heat advisory. Now, this weekend, it's going to be hot and uncomfortably hot, but we're not really at that threshold. It's not until Monday that we hit that 105 threshold, and that's why Monday through Wednesday are First Alert weather days, because of that heat index that will be 105 hotter, and even warmer in East Georgia because you're going to have a bit more moisture there. It's all about the moisture. The actual air temperature will be in the upper 90s to 100 degrees. When you factor in that moisture, that's going to be the big concern and the reason why the heat will be dangerous. So we're going to continue to keep you up to date on these First Alert weather days, but I do want to get you out the door right now because your Friday is going to be lovely. You can get outdoors and really enjoy this Friday. Already up to 84 degrees as you look live over the city of Atlanta. Had some low clouds earlier this morning. Those clouds have since lifted. Now we're partly or really mostly sunny over Atlanta. We'll stay mostly sunny through about lunchtime, and then after lunch we'll start to see more of these cumulus clouds that you see building throughout the afternoon. So there is a 20% chance of a stray shower, maybe even a thunder shower in your forecast today. So I want to walk you through the high resolution forecast model. It won't rain through lunch. Then after lunch around 1 o'clock, we'll start to see a few of those isolated showers. Again, the coverage is only 20%. That means most of you will stay dry, but these thunder showers could pop up just about anywhere. That's going to continue through your drive home, and if you're headed out to dinner tonight, that chance of rain will happen really until about 11 o'clock this evening. But again, the coverage is 20% today, so less than what we saw yesterday. Just don't be surprised if you do see that stray shower or storm. So 92 today. For Saturday, we're up to 95 degrees. Sunday, 96 degrees. I did add a 20% chance of a shower to your forecast Saturday afternoon going into the evening. It still will be mostly dry, but there's going to be enough moisture around on Saturday to where we can't rule out a stray shower. Completely dry, though, on Sunday with the high 96. 98 on Monday. 100 on Tuesday for the first time since June 2024. Back down to 99 on Wednesday. Remember, Monday through Wednesday, that is your First Alert weather days. Now, the high pressure that's responsible for this heat will start to break down by Thursday. So Thursday, your temperatures will start to drop back into the mid-90s. Still hot, but not as oppressive as what we'll see at the beginning of the week. And with that high breaking down, we'll also see your rain chances start to increase as we head toward the end of the week as well. We're going to have that high pressure breaking down, and there's a front that's also going to get fairly close to us by the end of the week, so that will all lead to what will likely be higher rain chances next Thursday and Friday. We'll keep you up to date on these first alerts in your First Alert Weather app. We hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I do want to stress that even though we have a first alert starting Monday, this weekend will be just fine. Today will be just fine, so do get out there and enjoy it. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text WEATHER to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.